Probably need a title at some stage for this. Nitro.
Something about brothers.
Surely. It's Nitro, brother.
Yeah.
Good. Nailed it. Did you watch the WWF one?
No, I haven't. We could watch along though, I suppose.
We could do that one tomorrow after.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Good.
Sold.
Sneak it on during work. So I'll give you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll just watch it tomorrow.
It's got Kane as a dentist.
Kane is what, a dentist?
Yeah. Just
sold.
It's obviously not supposed to be the same person as Kane, but it is. It's got Billy Gunn as a hillbilly with a brother.
Amazing.
Just amazing.
I mean.
And it's got Kevin Nash as a world champion. I mean, what more do you want?
Kevin Nash world champ, yes.
Everyone hates Kevin Nash, by the way. I've been listening to a lot of wrestling podcasts.
Do they?
And they always go on about how lazy he is. Not true.
Yeah.
But he ruined WCW when he did that finger poke with Hogan. But that was
with the taser. Oh, that Hogan thing. Right. Okay. Yeah. Nah.
I mean, the Goldberg with the taser was the best way to end the streak, obviously.
Yeah, that was amazing.
People don't know what they're talking about. How are we going to end it?
Yeah, that's clearly awesome.
How is Goldberg ever going to lose? Scott Hall with a title problem. People don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, totally.
All right, let's get this going.
Right, I mean, I'm on 2 seconds, but it's paused.
Nope, some massive explosions.
Oh, let me go for it. All right, hold on. Yeah, explosions. For ages, I thought this Sabu was, what's he called, Rhino for a while. It's like, oh, awesome. But then I realised I was like 10 years too late, I think.
Downtown Miami.
Yes.
Because they used to film. You know, we went to see WCW.
Did we?
This happened.
In Miami?
No,
sounds like a lie.
We've never been to Miami. That's a lie that Mum tells.
Is it? I thought definitely. Right, let me turn this TV down.
I'll turn it down.
We've definitely been to Miami. Surely that happened.
No, I've never been to Miami. Mum told Precious once. Mum was adamant. She was telling Precious that we got shot at in Miami. And I mean, that's not
we got shot at.
Like, not been to Miami and we didn't get shot at. None of the story's true. But we did go to Orlando where they used to film it at the Disney studio. When Bischoff first took over to save money, instead of going on tour, they did it at the studio in Orlando. And it was proper, like, we saw the audience.
All scripted, like full on.
Full on, but there's big applaud.
Amazing.
And like,
I've sort of remember seeing a studio like Nickelodeon maybe when they had their big applaud things and stuff.
There.
Right, amazing.
So we've actually seen some WCW, which is amazing. I've written down match of the century. It's not though, so that must have been.
I wrote Bischoff good intro. Don't know what that was, and then I also wrote Where's the Beef.
He is good on the intro, Bischoff.
Yeah. And then I wrote Where's the Beef. I don't know what that means. So they must have said it.
I wrote that.
I don't know where that came from.
No, it just Mongo does come out with some crackers.
Yeah, I didn't like him last episode. He's growing on me a bit this one.
They talk about the crowd goes mental when he says, "I'm going to challenge you next week in Miami." But
yeah,
Super Bowl hype. They're talking about what Vader's out.
Yeah, gone missing. Something.
Yeah, what really happened is he punched someone backstage.
Really amazing. Yeah, they were saying he's just gone missing like throughout this, weren't they? AWOL.
Yeah, but he must join WWF not long after this, mustn't he? It's not.
I don't really remember Vader. Did he have a mask?
Yeah, he had a mask. He used to be really. He was
Like
the world
Mankind's
champion.
mask.
Yeah,
Is
he
he?
was like the world champion in this at some stage, but then he just got beat by everyone in WWF. No reason. He was a bit older by
They
then.
take a few swipes. They take a lot of swipes at WWF in this episode.
They do.
Loads. Like later on, some big swipes.
That's a good line. You can't even get. He says you wouldn't even get a green belt with Shawn Michaels.
Is that what they said? Yes.
You wouldn't even get a green belt at the local YMCA. Sabu was massive in ECW.
Is that where he's from? Maybe I've seen him in that.
I can't.
He's just.
Well, I don't know. This is 1995. I don't really know. I'd have to check.
Like when that was.
Before he gets big in ECW, does he? He must just leave because he's not in later Nitros, is he?
Yeah, he's not. No, he's definitely not.
But then basically they're building up like these matches. This first match and the one last week, they really got some awesome spots in, but they just look a bit rough around the edges, like they're getting to grips with doing a new style.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what they could have done is made like the best wrestling ever. And what they did was just have the NWO kill everyone.
Yeah, that's
that seems to be what happened.
Yeah, there's no enemy against NWO, is there? It's just
Alex Wright.
No memory of this guy. Although I did write Sabu has NWO music. Sounded a lot like NWO. It doesn't. It's not, but it sounded a bit like it.
Sabu has got the best pants ever.
Yeah, Sabu. Hair from Bombay. Is he Indian, this guy?
No.
He's ready though. I like his style, just going for it.
They're good. Like they've got a really good. The matches in this that don't have Hulk Hogan in have got some great moves in them.
Yeah, totally. It's always the first ones. These cruiserweights are by far the best.
Cruiserweight are really good, and they get better, don't they? They only get better. You get Mysterio, Kidman, Malenko.
Yeah, totally.
They've got Chris Jericho. For God's sake, like they do become brilliant, but then they don't do anything with them.
Yeah, they're just like good suckers at the start and just wait for Hogan. Just warm the crowd till Hogan gets.
Yeah, then they just get powerbombed by Nash.
I mean, yeah. Nash and Rey Mysterio, they had a good feud at one point, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That was all right, a good little flip. They would definitely wreck each other, these two.
Sabu must absolutely break himself. He does. Oh yeah, he does. He does sort of a Will Smith here, doesn't he? But misses.
Yeah,
basically just does Sam's special move onto the guardrail. Just launches himself. One thing about WCW,
that would have wrecked.
Have you noticed they're not got proper mats?
Oh yeah. Look, he landed on the concrete there. Then I like that you can see these guys' beers as well.
I was listening to The Death of WCW on Audible a while ago, and some guy called Bill Watts came in and got rid of all the mats because he said that it was more manly and it made them look tougher than WWF. But
brutal.
I mean, does it?
Yeah, you don't want to get slammed onto concrete. Like no one wants that.
When you want to build a cruiserweight division, definitely not. But he banned all the moves off the top rope as well.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Banned all the moves off the top rope.
Yeah, they became illegal.
What did Macho Man do, or what did people do with the specials?
He got fired soon after because he said something about not serving black people in the same restaurant or the same part of the restaurant. Whatever he said, it was really bad, and they were like,
right. That was a bad move when this guy jumped over the ring. Yeah. They totally missed each other there.
He's properly pulling his pants down as well. Alex Wright, is he the Wunderkind or something they say?
Yeah, he didn't last then, I guess, or I do not recognise him in the slightest.
He's too big to be a cruiserweight. And he'd make.
Yeah.
But if he can't go to main event either, can he? Because he'd make Hogan look rubbish.
Yeah. No one. You can't have a guy like that fight Hogan because he won't even take a move. Like I mean, Hogan is the worst. Watching this last one as well, it proves that Hogan is one of the worst wrestlers.
He really is. Because Macho Man's got some moves in this later on.
Yeah, he's awesome actually.
Yeah.
Like
all of them, Macho Man, Sting, Flair, they've all got really good ability.
Yeah.
And the two worst wrestlers.
Hogan's too old.
The worst wrestlers in this company at this point do seem to be Lex Luger and Hogan.
Yeah. I mean, at least Lex Luger's got a pretty cool special.
He's got an all right special. Oh yeah, Sabu wins with some crazy sort of a Frankensteiner the other way around.
Yeah, that one just came out of nowhere, but then he loses it again, though, doesn't he? He starts going mental.
That's some pretty inconsistent refereeing that as well, isn't it? Because there's a lot of wrestling matches where the guy gets battered after the end.
Yeah, no, and then he'll just say, "Oh no, actually, we'll give it to the other guy." You're like, nah.
That never happens ever.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the Big Boss Man would never have won a match in his life.
Yeah. There's like no celebration from Sabu. It's like he's actually annoyed at him, like.
Yeah. It's like, I've won the match, but
not going to the crowd or anything. He's just like he's going mental.
That table doesn't look like a gimmicked one later on either. Like once they start throwing,
yeah, you're
table,
right.
that is a table basically at this stage. And he doesn't do a move or anything. He just launches himself.
Yeah, just flies at him.
Like he hasn't even thought what he's going to do yet.
It's like a spear or something from the top rope.
I guess no one even knows what a spear is. No one does a spear, do they?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's absolutely maimed himself as well.
Brutal table use, that's what I've wrote here. It also said before that this guy is the original Iron Sheik is his uncle. I mean, that's obviously a lie, but that's funny.
Is it a lie? I mean, who knows?
Maybe not. I mean,
it could be. Do you know?
It could be.
Do you know who Jerry Lawler's? Do you know who Jerry the King Lawler's son is?
No.
Grandmaster Sexay.
Oh my God, the King's son.
Yeah.
That is. I mean, he kind of looks a bit like him, actually. That's
I was listening to an Attitude Era podcast, and they said Wikipedia him, but they actually were talking about the fact that he was arrested for rape and sodomy of a 15-year-old girl. Not that bit.
Who? The King?
Yeah, that's why he misses a pay-per-view at some point.
Disastrous.
Oh, mine has gone off.
Pause it. Flair's coming out.
Did you pause it?
I just did then.
It may have paused mine.
No, I did it after you, I think.
Who knows? Right. Let's see if I can.
That was Sabu's debut.
Yeah.
That's a crazy debut.
It's a great start. And it doesn't. Technically, Alex Wright wins as well, so it doesn't even harm him, does it?
Yeah.
But then
he did go through a table though. So.
Like wins and losses don't seem to matter, do they? In WCW?
No, definitely not.
Like, not at all.
Yeah.
Because it's IRS's debut as well, isn't it? In a minute.
Who's?
VK
Mr. Wall Street.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the worst gimmick ever, but he was all right.
It is. Do you think VK? Because it was Michael last week on when we watched it.
Right.
It was called Michael Wall Street, and then they changed it to VK Wall Street.
Oh yeah, they were saying like, why is it VK or something? See, the commentator.
Is it because of Vincent Kennedy McMahon?
Do you think? Maybe.
I mean, it must be. It must be a dig.
Yeah, there'd be no other reason. Yeah.
Because there is. They hire that Vincent to join the NWO, don't they, and just make him get battered all the time.
I forgot about that. Yeah. That's awesome.
Because WWF did it first. Because
They what?
He was originally called Virgil, and he worked for WWF, and he just got battered. But because he was Virgil, because that's Dusty Rhodes' real name.
Right. Okay. That's amazing.
Right. I forwarded it on the network, so I'm at the point where Mean Gene's coming out. Where are you up to?
I'm on 11 minutes 30.
Yes.
Nice.
Ric Flair comes out with his awesome music.
What a guy.
In a suit for no reason.
Yeah, I thought that as well. Yeah.
Like, what are we on
got
about?
Luger is massive. That's what I've wrote. I think I've wrote Luger's massive twice during this.
Is this the bit where Luger's really oily?
Or maybe what's happened in the middle? I don't know why it's in the middle.
Flair's still going on about how Arn Anderson's been a jerk because he doesn't style and profile with him, basically.
What a guy.
That is the best. The floor thing he does.
Oh, is that? Yeah, wait, I might be ahead of you there. Stings just came out in mine.
Oh, right, no, Luger's out. You've missed a bit then, haven't you, if Sting's out?
Yeah, why is that? I mean...
Yeah, Luger came out looking really oily with a ridiculous mullet.
Yeah, Wall Street's coming out now, right? I'll pause it at Wall Street anyway and let me know when you get to that.
Yeah. Luger walks out. Right, Luger comes out, I don't know if you remember this, and goes, "Oh, you're too much, Rick. What did you even come out for?" Like, I don't understand the point in him.
All I've got here is just Flair and Luger. Luger is massive, and then next match. I don't know.
Luger comes out. Flair goes, "You're awesome." And Flair goes, and he goes, "Yeah, you're too much," and then walks off again. It's like there's no point in you.
Yeah, something about Arn Anderson. Is that what
Yeah,
Flair's talking about?
Arn Anderson's a jerk because he spends time with his wife and family on the phone.
Amazing. US Heavyweight Championship. Is that the
US title?
Is that renamed? Surely that's the main belt.
No, US title is it's the one that WWE use now, isn't it? Raw use it, I think.
Do they? Or Intercontinental? Or was that another one?
One of them. That's how they do it. So Raw has the US and Intercontinental.
Right, okay.
I think Booker T had it when we were watching it. It is like a US title.
It's no
There's
surprise.
a TV title as well, but they don't seem to be talking about that.
Oh, what? A TV one?
Yeah, there's a television title, isn't there?
I don't remember that.
But it's definitely on WWE Revenge. WCW NWO Revenge. There's a TV title. But
oh, maybe I do remember it from there, actually, yeah.
It's never on TV. Oh, yeah, IRS is coming out in a suit again.
Yeah. Good dollar signs on it, though.
Yeah.
He looks kind of familiar, but I don't know who.
He's IRS.
I don't remember him. IRS.
He used to, if we will put one on at some stage, but if you Google IRS, he's just this jerk, and he used to wrestle with $1 million. He looks on this exactly like a cross if his tag team had a baby. It used to be him and the $1 Million Man in a tag team.
Okay.
And he's just took the $1 Million Man's outfit and put it on him.
Right.
I want the money bit, but I can't be bothered coming up with a new gimmick either. So
I know. Mr. Wall Street. That's a bad gimmick, guys. You know,
terrible
better than that.
Sting's coming out now.
No Sting. Sting looks awesome back in these days.
He's got like what looks like a tinfoil jacket on.
Yeah, I mean, everyone just looks a bit like Macho Man, like, you know, just going all out.
Just not Macho Man.
Camp.
There is some very camp outfits. I mean, there's some absolutely terrible stuff in WWF as well. When we watch Raw, you'll see. I mean, Goldust has a gimmick where for a year he's a heel because he's gay, and the way that they turn him into a good guy is to say that he's not gay.
Oh my God!
I'm not even joking. That's the turn.
Classic 90s.
Jerry Lawler, and the way they do that is Jerry Lawler asks him if he's a queer.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Sting? I forgot about this. Woo! Sting doing that as well. That was good. I like that.
Yeah, Stings.
I wrote Sting being awesome.
Sting is pretty awesome in there.
And I wrote Wall Street taking it like a hero. So I feel like they're good, these two.
This is where Bischoff says Shawn beats Sid with a super kick. Don't watch Raw, it's 3 weeks old.
I didn't even notice that. No, he's just saying what's going to happen.
It's because this is what makes Raw go live. They make Raw better, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the first ever one where they go head to head as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's awesome. Good effort, Bischoff.
It is good though. The thing is, more people overall. There's shitloads of people are watching wrestling when they like.
Yeah.
For some reason, having two wrestling on doesn't make less people like. It just makes more watch it.
Yeah, totally.
That's probably why WWE is rubbish now.
Yeah, there's just no other. Yeah. It's like, you know, just the Liga and Premier League. Just gotta mix it up. Different guys playing the same thing.
You're thinking they should do a Saturday Night Wars where they only show that the Liga goes head to head with the Premier League?
I mean, that'd be amazing.
We have to do different crazy stuff to get people watching. That would be
that'd be awesome. Like different races and stuff. That would be amazing. I've always said should be some sort of game within football where whoever's the fastest, whoever can hit the crossbar from the furthest away or stuff like that. That should exist.
But why is IRS in this match?
I know.
But it doesn't make any. And then they say later on, it's a non-title match, which they didn't mention.
I was just about to say, yes, why did the debut getting a shot at the title? But right.
It's a non-title match. But if he wins, he gets a title shot.
Oh, from some weird seeding or something. I remember them talking about that and I didn't understand it.
It's obviously a lie, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because why would you have a seeding and then he immediately gets a match with the champion? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and surely, one match against Sting, you know, that's a good. He's got some, you know, he's one of the main ones, but still.
Yeah, why is Sting the heavyweight, like the United States title?
He should be the champ, you know, going out. But I guess he's in a team with Hogan, isn't he, by the sound of things later on?
Well, then Sting becomes his most famous when he doesn't do any wrestling.
What, just being a badass in black?
Yeah, just turns up in the rafters looking badass. Apparently,
I have no memory of Sting like this, just black Sting.
Apparently, the Crow Sting was like, that's how he sold the most merchandise. He was the biggest of his career. And he went a year and a half without stepping in the ring, even.
That's awesome.
Best job ever, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I suppose Hogan's making absolute millions a year and he does 3 moves.
Yeah, he just does one.
He doesn't even sell most of the time.
Yeah, no, he just holds up.
All he does is ruin people's finishing.
Yeah.
That Sting wins with that mad crossbody. It's no Scorpion Death Drop, though, is it?
Yeah, I know.
The Crow Sting has a way better finisher where he grabs the hair
Yeah, and does that drop of doom or something? I can't remember what it's called.
Scorpion Death Drop.
I also wrote on this, definitely a 2 count.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure the ref counts too.
I know sometimes they slap it before they start counting, which basically makes it a 3 count as well.
Yeah, I think it was in the Hogan's match. They were only like slap it the first, and I'm like, well, yeah, he's won.
That's 3.
That was all right. That match, it was okay.
It was. Sting's a pretty good wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's got some high flying moves, and he's awesome. I can see why. Like, they must have been annoyed when Hogan came in because you've got like Sting and Flair, amazing wrestlers.
Yeah,
like,
actually good wrestlers.
You're gonna get your ass kicked by Hulk Hogan every week.
Yeah.
They're
I also wrote about these Saturday promos. I don't know any of these people.
No, they all look awful. Without the sound on, I've no idea who they are. So that
This guy with a rabbit.
Some guy with an absolute massive mullet as well.
yeah. But I thought Saturday was their main show.
No, well, what used to be. So it was 2 weeks ago because this is only the second ever week of Nitro, isn't it? So 2 weeks ago, that was the main show.
All right, yeah.
Scott Norton's coming out and looks massive.
Yeah, totally massive, this guy.
Like, absolutely massive.
I don't really remember him, though.
No, I don't. I have to look. I don't even know if he was in it. I know he's in the NWO Black and White on NWO Revenge. And he's rubbish in that.
But yeah, he's huge, this guy.
He's got a very, very narrow outfit thing as well. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
And then Land of Hope and Glory hits, and it's the...
I've got it written down, Macho Man equals best music, so...
Absolutely the best music, and the best way he comes out and does that weird Macho Man 12.
Yeah, totally. Just his little, like, thing, yeah, he's such a hot shot.
I can't believe he left WWF because Vince didn't want him to wrestle anymore. And last week, WCW got him for free because they got the Slim Jim advert that paid the same amount as his salary.
Oh, yeah.
And what have you done, Vince?
No. He'll pull it out of the bag later with Austin and The Rock, though.
He will, because they fired Austin this month that this is going on. So
right,
yeah, he maybe didn't do the best with Macho Man, and you got him go when he was 40, a bit up before his time. But they sacked Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst move.
Also, I think it's about this time, or like the day before, or something like this. They talk about SummerSlam in WWF. Do you know who debuts then for WWF from WCW? A guy in a Red Riding jacket with a rubbish gimmick, but he's called Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Really? Amazing. That's awesome. Totally up for seeing that.
Yeah, WCW do let some very, very good wrestlers go.
I'm not surprised for some of these other guys. Well, why tell those guys and keep, like, Mr. Wall Street or whatever? Like, you know, they had too many shite.
Just go crazy and hire anyone who was ever in the WWF. Oh, yeah, Macho Man does that double axe handle move, and then... Right, I've written here, and I've just seen it again, and I'm like, it's just on what the hell? He has him in, he jumps off the rope, Scott Norton grabs him. Macho Man in loads of pain. He could have bear hugged him and won the match, but he just lets him go for 2 seconds for no reason.
He's too badass. That was a cool move when he picks Macho Man up, like, by the head.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
He's got some absolute power, Scott Norton.
Yeah.
They clearly don't know what to do with him, though, because he doesn't go anywhere.
I know, yeah. He could be an awesome wrestler. He looks old, though. Old, muscly. I don't...
Because he's just joined from Japan as well, so he's probably got some skills. He's been in New Japan.
Yeah.
But again, is this his debut on? It's his debut on Nitro, but this is only the second Nitro.
Is it his debut? This guy's debut?
I don't know.
He was kicking off at the commentators last week, though, wasn't he?
Locked up and started abusing the commentators. Nice powerbomb on Macho.
Yes. That was an awesome powerbomb. Randy Savage looks old, though, as well, secretly.
I've written in the last match, I just forgot. He said Luger's literally just come out of the Bush Leagues.
Out of the Bush Leagues, amazing.
It is so recent, like, it's like 2 days before they show the SummerSlam, and that Luger's on that. He runs it, he comes in as interference.
Really? That's awesome. Yeah, they were saying like last week or something crazy that, you know, saying like, oh, last week.
Yeah, so I was watching this. Macho Man came out, paused it to go and get some toast, and I'm walking up, singing his theme tune. I come back in, Precious is singing his theme tune.
That's amazing. Good slam.
That fast body slam that Norton does.
Yeah.
It looks really, really good. That were a great fast body slam. You get Macho Man chants as well. The crowd really like him.
I mean, listen, you can see why. He's clearly a hot shot.
He's got an amazing outfit, hasn't he? That neon yellow, green.
He's taking it like a hero, Macho Man, as well. Like, you know, he's just getting his.
He's not Hogan, is he? Like, it actually looks.
Yeah.
He actually makes it look like the other guy's moves hurt.
Actually selling it totally, yeah.
Like Norton's been focusing on his slams and stuff, and Macho's properly selling his back.
Yeah, because he has his back injury later on, though, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean,
you're gonna pick him up by his throat. That's amazing.
That looked painful.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
He does a lot of high flying and jumping about. Someone that WWF's told you too old to wrestle. So,
I mean, yeah. It's like going on top rope.
Norton
like
jumps off with a flying absolutely nothing, and Macho Man slams him into the ground. But it did.
Yeah, that was a good slam, though. Yeah, what was his plan? There was no end game.
Norton had no plan at that point. He's just.
He just went for it.
Oh, Earthquake.
Macho Man.
That's Earthquake, guy in the blue.
Oh, were these guys coming out? I wrote, definitely racist.
Kamala, yeah, definitely.
A few of them, man.
Some guy's just fallen asleep on his legs for no reason.
Oh, this was awesome. This was awesome, man.
Like,
yeah, that's not experience.
Whatever. So he does a giant Will, and then he does the giant Will Smith off the top rope.
Yeah, that was the best Will Smith.
No one can do one like that either.
Yeah. Like, bit of a flying, like, you know, he's a bit of a hero at it.
I suppose, Michaels can, but he copies him.
Yeah.
Does it exactly the same way. I don't know who. I know the Dungeon of Doom, but you've got some guy with like a giant pitchfork who's maybe a devil gimmick.
Oh, like maybe a Chinese gimmick, a bit racist, I would say.
Oh,
his eyebrows.
There's definitely some.
I'd say 3 of the 5 are racists.
Doesn't get any better.
I mean, that elbow drop. He went on his chest with his elbow there. That would 100% hurt. I've been Will Smith plenty of times, and that would hurt.
There's no way of that not hurting. It must be one of the most painful finishes to take.
Mm-hmm. Did I write anything else? Nitro do racist. Oh, and then it's on Luke. It's quite quick episodes, these, aren't they?
They fly through because it's 3 hours is too long. An hour.
Oh, yeah, this is perfect, really.
Yeah,
3 hours is way too long.
3 hours is forever. Every Saturday, Cesare doesn't get up till about 10, and Precious is asleep. So I try to sit through Friday Night SmackDown. Can't do it. Get bored. I mean, it's crap, but it's also too long. If you squeeze it all into an hour, I reckon it'd be well good.
You might cut out a bit there.
Ah.
No, it's all right now.
Yeah, Luger was.
Luger looks amazing.
He joined Vince. Vince tried to run a bodybuilding thing, didn't he? And Luger joined that initially.
Did he? Is that why, right? And what? And like Luger was the main one because he's massive.
But it failed, and then they tried. They tried to make Luger Hogan, but no one cared. And then Bischoff hired him basically. And then just started to hire everyone ever who'd ever gone near the WWE.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? This is why all the Singapore and all that, and some of the WWE was crazy. But realistically, all Bischoff could do was buy people.
I mean, yeah.
And not recognise talent. I mean, you got rid of Stone Cold Steve Austin and you bought BK Wall Street. I mean,
yeah, that's you can't. That's all bad business for everyone.
That's why you've gone wrong there. You can't look back at that and go, in the same month, I've hired BK Wall Street and I've sacked Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. You should not get any job after that. This Jimmy Hart spoils Hogan's entrance here, I wrote. No
Jimmy
need
Hart
for him.
He just looks like a Weasley jerk. There's no reason he should ever be with a face wrestler.
Totally. He's got a good Hogan jacket, but that's about it.
When he's the mouth of the South and he whacks people with megaphones, brilliant.
Yeah, I'm in for that. Yeah, totally.
As a bad guy, he's perfect.
Yeah. Don't make him a good guy, yeah.
I think that's the thing with Hogan. If he was dressed in black, he would just...
Oh, in this match, Hogan is a dirty wrestler.
All Hogan has to do is dress in black. He doesn't need to do anything different. What are you going to do, Hogan? Well, I'm going to put some black pants on. All right, so...
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
I've already been a bad guy for like 10 years.
Yeah, it's the same moveset.
Like, I rape people's backs, their eyes. I constantly cheat, so it's fine. I said a lot of the crowd, at least half of the crowd are booing Hogan here.
Were they? That's amazing.
And this is a year before he becomes evil. So, I mean, they're booing him. Some of them are booing him. Some of them are chanting Luger. Some of them are chanting Hogan. It's all a bit, but if
Luger's a bit of a hot shot.
Every single time he wrestles, I can see why.
Yeah, he'd be sick of him. Well, so Hogan's got a whole year before he goes NWO.
Yeah, he does.
Whole year of this.
This and every single event.
He's probably the champ the whole time as well. So.
We've got some good stuff coming up though.
Right, good.
He has to have a monster truck battle with Big Show.
Amazing. Sold.
That actually happens. I'm not even joking. And they sell that he kills Big Show.
What, he kills Big Show? Amazing.
Like somehow, some monster truck battle that he ends up throwing Big Show off a building. It's just silly shit.
That sounds amazing. This move by Hogan, he like sweeps his leg.
Hogan does a wrestling move. What's going on?
Yeah. That's it though. He doesn't even do it well though, because he looks at the camera at one point and you can't do that.
I hate Hogan. He's a terrible wrestler. I hate him as a person and he's a massive racist. But I still massively get excited when his music hits.
Yeah, totally. Same.
I know. It's not even his real WWF music, is it?
No, different. Yeah, it's different music. Close.
Oh my God.
To his originally.
They ran the ropes. I don't know if you're at the same point. So they ran
the ropes.
then it takes forever for them to get into the suplex position. Like,
yeah, that just in the suplex there. Yeah, that was
Cruiserweight would have
insane.
done that in less than half a second. Them two bumble about holding each other.
Them
That
both
was
like hooking up to
really-
each other. That's good.
It was really bad. Now they're
The
just
two
stood
must
there doing
be.
nothing. Still doing nothing.
Yeah, nothing's really happened yet. No
Luger's
one.
playing
There's
with
not
his
been many
hands.
slams.
Oh, now a headlock. Fart sold. This is a good match. Because after all that time doing nothing, you need to have a rest with a fake headlock.
Yeah, there's way too many like this headlocking and just grappling before they do a move. Like it's just boring.
And then Luger's gone for a wonder because he's had too much. He's too. He actually is breathing.
Yeah,
really
he's not
heavy.
used to fighting these short shots.
He actually is breathing heavy. You've just been doing the fake headlock, man. That's it. You absolutely suck.
They pretended Hogan's like fitter than Luger as well, because that's definitely not true. Oh, that was good, Luger. You took that like well.
I think it is. Luger's he's always out of breath.
I wrote champion in the WWF, middle of the road, WCW. I think that's something like Bischoff
The
said
commentators say it about Luger.
that.
I mean, you say that, but then Nash is a wizard called Oz in WCW. Oh, he's got him in the rack. The ref's doing the weird hand drop thing, which no one ever does in the torture rack. Don't know why he's doing that.
Yeah, but in a rack, like your arms are going to be shaking all over the shop.
You just go, do you give up? Well, what are you doing? That never happens, ever. Then Luger thinks he's won. For no reason. Just starts cheering like he's won the match.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Although, did he do it for 3? He dropped it 4 times, though, to be fair, so I can... Maybe that's... I don't know why...
Yeah, but
Lex...
if
because he knows.
his arm 4 times, I've not beaten him.
No.
Then he goes to pin
Then he
him.
pins him, though. Tries to pin him afterwards. I like his style, though.
And then Hogan just goes, it's over now.
Oh, yeah. This is... It's so... Must be so annoying fighting Hogan, because you're like, right, I'll just Hulk up and win.
But it doesn't win. Yeah? Because the Dungeon Doom interfere again.
Oh, yeah. I wrote that the big leg looked brutal as well, so keep an eye out for that.
Did it? I'll have to watch.
Yeah, it just goes on
The
his
kick
face.
looked like it was nowhere near him. And
The big boot, yeah, that never looks good. Yeah, you can see Lex Luger's head there.
Lex Luger sort of slowly walked the last couple of steps into the foot.
Yeah.
So the problem with this match, the way I see it is, it's your new show. You're going head to head with Raw for the first time. The best way to book it would be Luger wins. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, like because then it really would be anything can happen on Nitro. The second best way to book it, if you wanted to do this angle of the Dungeon of Doom run in, is to do this when he's in the rack.
Yeah, that'd be awesome actually. So yeah, Hogan might have lost.
Because then Hogan could have, but for no reason you had to make it look obvious that Hogan beat him.
That would be Hogan be like, no, I'm gonna
creative control.
Yeah.
But then at the end, when Luger goes, I want to match for the title, it's like, why? You just lost, really.
Yeah.
The whole thing, Luger doesn't look good. He looks like an absolute dumbass because he thought he'd won the match.
They should have made, even if they weren't doing that, they should have made it where Luger got up and helped Hogan and these guys. Like, that would have made miles more sense.
The WWE Network's cut all the Slim Jim adverts. Just think. Like, I watched the first time I watched this, it was on Daily Motion.
Yeah.
Randomly, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that clearly made it better.
It is better. You're right, Chase. Tired. Hogan's going on about how he gave him the match of his life. I mean...
Oh, yeah. I wrote match of your life.
Did he, though? Because
quite good doing these promos straight after a match, though. That must be quite hard. I mean, obviously it was Hogan's match, so it wasn't, but...
Ultimate Warrior beat you. So that would be the match of his life.
Yeah.
Less than 2
years
ago.
Ultimate Warrior still around on this time?
He comes back. controversial as
WCW?
well. Yeah, he comes back. He's on Nitro. There's some terrible stuff with him in. Like Hogan
Does he
starts
does he go crazy like in real life, like racist or something?
No, like Hogan starts dreaming and seeing him in mirrors and like.
That sounds awesome.
And then he has a match with Hogan, and it's literally the worst match ever.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Why doesn't Macho Man like this Luger as well? Like, proper hates him.
He's like, why didn't they attack you? He's like, oh.
Yeah.
They're feuding with you.
I didn't even notice at the time.
He's only been in the company a week.
Yeah, yeah. And he was on the ground, like,
And
just been big legs.
He's just been leg dropped. They're feuding with Hogan. They've got a match with Hogan in a week. The Macho Man's like, yeah, I don't trust you. You're a jerk. And then Sting's like, no, we want him on our team. Sting and Luger were tag champions for ages, I think.
Were they?
Yeah, they're like a duo a lot. Because Luger used to be really big in WCW.
Who?
Luger.
Yeah, I remember Luger toy.
They're lying about him being mid-card. Like, he was the champion when Flair left.
Right, okay.
It's an absolute lie.
That's awesome.
It's the other way around. He was mid-card in WWF, really.
Yeah. Close enough.
Yeah. It's close enough, but a complete lie. And then Hogan says, the way we'll find out if you're on our side is if we put you on our side in a cage match.
Yeah.
Again, makes no real sense. But...
Oh, man, I hope I know he doesn't, but I hope he does turn evil. That would be good if he was on their side the whole time, but...
Luger never joins the NWO, I think. He's too stupid.
Who, Luger?
Yeah. Like, because the NWO were cool at the start before they have 1 million people.
Yeah. So then just everyone is on...
I'm fairly sure what actually happens is Luger keeps getting confused and thinking Sting's in the NWO.
Right, I mean he is.
They proper play up the Luger's a dumbass. Like, he had Hogan beat if he didn't just think he'd won for no reason.
I mean, yeah, that was super weird.
So, yeah, in all, that was the worst match. By quite a long way.
By far.
Yeah.
I also wrote, it's going to say who's on next week. Some guy in blue blood. Is that William Regal?
Oh, no. What they said was the mid-card was Nash. I've written it.
Oh, did they?
They said that their WWF champion never got past their middle of the table, which is true. But what they don't say is because they gave Nash the shittest gimmick ever. So he's painted green and a wizard called Oz in WWE.
I mean, that sounds amazing.
On WWE Network, like if you go to Saturday night main event, or I think Saturday night WCW, and you look at one of the ones in early 1992, there's like some interviews with Nash. Really young Nash in like a weird green face paint as a wizard.
Sold.
And at some point he's like, oh, I don't know. He's got some other terrible character. I can't quite remember it, but he has a load of really bad gimmicks in WCW.
I mean, Diesel isn't even that big a gimmick, but he nailed it.
When we go, we'll watch it tomorrow and we'll review it because I'm fairly sure he's just Shawn Michaels' mate, basically.
Right. Okay.
And he gets named Diesel by Michaels, and you can see it in the Raw tomorrow. Michaels looks proper high when he's talking.
Really? Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they were all like doing coke and stuff like maniacs back in the day, weren't they? So.
Well, yeah.
I've listened to, if you watch a few YouTube videos of Iron Sheik. Oh my God, mate. He's crazy now, Iron Sheik, fully mental, but he's talking, no, someone else is talking about Iron Sheik. I think it's Scott Hall. And just saying that they used to go to main events with like bags of drugs, basically. They were just all insane.
Some guy at work lent me Bret Hart's book, which is amazing, and I kept it slightly, so awesome. But I'll lend you it. It's proper good, and he talks about Ric Flair and Roddy Piper filling a hotel bed, like the whole bed mattress, with cocaine, and like all the wrestlers just diving in.
That's amazing. They must have had a go sometime in the 90s, these guys.
Yeah, and then he had an awesome time in the 80s, and then like late 90s, early 2000s, a lot of them die of heart attacks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you're meant to be athletes, and you're all dying in your 40s.
Yeah, what have you been up to, guys?
There's some suspiciousness here.
Which WWE episode is it?
Macho goes absolutely mental when Luger says at the end he wants a title shot.
Yeah.
Macho loses it.
Because Macho Man should be having these title shots. Screw Luger, that's what everyone wants to see.
Thing is, we had it on video cassette when we were at Boundary House. We had the WrestleMania that has Macho Man versus Hogan.
Awesome.
And it's amazing. I mean,
yeah.
It's probably Macho Man talks about handling him, looks him up, beats him up for 20 minutes. Hogan holds up, big boot wins.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
I mean, it's almost definitely that. But I used to think it was amazing. Right. Match of the night. Has to be Macho Man Norton.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not even a contest, is it?
Really? Not really, yeah, because the first match, the Saber.
That has potential. If them two wrestled a few more times, got to know each other, that style comes.
Yeah.
That could beat anything, but at the moment, there's some weird stuff in it. Like
they're
not gelling, are they? They're doing random stuff like.
Yeah, they're just doing the random moves, basically. Doing set pieces.
Random moves, and it looks like they've just made it up on the spot.
Like they're in a hurry, those two. It was like they were in a hurry, those guys, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe they were.
But they probably were. They were like, we've got 20 spots to hit. And they're like, yeah, well, that's good. But we've got some Luger headlocks to hit. So you've got
to yeah.
MVP.
Will Smith, right? There was a Will Smith.
MVP's Macho Man, yeah?
Easily, by far.
I don't think that's not in debate.
Or maybe a controversial Scott Norton.
Scott Norton was
maybe. Oh no, Macho Man took it better, actually.
I was impressed with Scott Norton, actually, yeah. Well, Macho Man.
But yeah, Macho Man took all the moves like a hero. It's got to be Macho Man.
Yeah, I'd have to see another Scott Norton match. Because because if Norton was against Hogan, that would be cool.
Yeah, no, that'd be what there
was. A lot of that is
because
Macho Man's selling it like an absolute legend.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And even then, he only wins because Earthquake's falling asleep on his feet.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna say the best match was Sting Wall Street.
Really?
I think they had a better match. Felt like they'd done some moves.
Maybe because it's the only match. Is it the only match that has an actual normal finish? Well,
I mean, yeah. Although I stand by, it was definitely a 2-count. But
so the only match that had a clean finish, the ref couldn't count. That. If there was ever a summary of WCW.
Yeah.
Because once the NWO takeover, no match finishes.
Oh yeah, they just invaded every match.
They invaded every match for about 3 years, and then Jeff Jarrett comes out every match and hits everyone with a guitar. They're the only ways matches end in WCW.
That's amazing.
Will Smith can only be Macho Man because I think it was the only one tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was a good one though. So
although a special mention has to go because Sabu Bate nearly did one.
Yeah, top rope spear.
He did a double, but he needed that random flying.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
It didn't look like a sort of elbow drop against the guardrail for no reason. I mean, he'd gone 20 minutes before he attempted the move, so it was obviously must have hurt.
Yeah.
He's actually dropping his ribs on the last.
Oh, totally. Yeah. No, these guys, they got brutalized.
The best promo is Flair, obviously.
Oh yeah, the only good promo.
The only promo. Did anyone else even talk? I mean, there was that balls at the end with Hogan.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, you're right. No promos. That's the best thing at wrestling as well.
They've not watched South Park.
No, yeah, there's no great wrestling.
The best bit of wrestling is promo.
100%. No, definitely is.
Like,
It's like the Rock promos are the best things of all time, I think.
Yeah, I think when the Rock, like early 2000s, the Rock comes out, and it's the best Raw. And there's nothing for, like, it's just him for 20 minutes.
That's awesome. I totally want to watch that.
Right, queue up, because I did this when I first got the network a while ago on a trial, and I was like, right, I want to watch some Attitude stuff. I want to see The Rock at his best. So queue up the first Raw of 2000.
Okay.
And The Rock basically The Rock introduces the show. That's how you should start a wrestling show, because it's amazing.
Right, I mean, first Raw of 2000, right? Okay. Yeah.
This Raw is.
And then which one am I watching for tomorrow?
One we're doing tomorrow is September the 11th, 1995.
Right, bingo.
And I mean, it becomes obvious pretty quickly that WCW's got the star power.
Amazing, right? I'm sold.
Because I mean, they are right. I mean, if WCW hadn't bought everyone, there's no way Diesel's the world heavyweight champion.
Yeah, no, that's mental.
But the opening match, let's put it out there now, is British Bulldog against Razor Ramon. So
awesome. Yeah, that sounds good. I mean,
Bischoff's must go watching that because it's our first head to head. I'll buy both of them.
yeah, sold.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What a Bischoff.
Just buy everyone in WWF. Shall we develop any of the best we've got? Nope. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Because the only one they do make a start is Goldberg, who doesn't even work for them at this point.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, he's a football player who can't wrestle.
Amazing.
So they just use like 2 moves and let him run over everyone. But they don't. None of their wrestlers get anything, do they?
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, that's mental.
Yeah. I mean, especially if we keep watching both of them, it would be really obvious because The Rock comes in, it's a jerk.
Yeah.
Have you seen early Rock?
A little bit. He's a bit dirty as well, wasn't he?
No, before that.
All right, no, then maybe not.
He's like I'm really happy to be here. I'm the because he's the 3rd generation wrestler, and that's his entire gimmick. So
I knew that anyway. Yeah.
He comes out in tassels, and he's like,
awesome.
And he just gets booed out the building, and he's rubbish.
Amazing. That's awesome. I'm up for that.
And then what they do is they go, oh, he's getting booed. But this is back when WWF had sense, so Vince makes him like call them all jerks.
Yeah.
The Rock, when he's slagging people off, just like some light switch happens, and he's just like, they're like, whoa.
That's awesome.
And then, like, because Stone Cold, again, amazing. Like, they had him doing some balls in WCW, but then like
some Hollywood Blonde.
Yeah, but they're like, just make him drink beer and stunner everyone.
Yeah.
And there's more 316 shirts sold than Hulkamania ever had.
Yeah, that's the biggest seller, isn't it?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is crazy. I'd be up for a 316 t-shirt now. So.
Yeah, I would. Although I am wearing a Just Bring It t-shirt.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Then The Rock, though NWO is an amazing t-shirt.
Yeah, true.
NWO were amazing.
Oh, totally. Yeah, that's the best gimmick ever. That's why DX happened, though, didn't it? As well, just copy that.
I'd be up for a DX shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
right, I better go, man. I better go speak
New
to
Age
Heather.
Outlaws. Oh my God, they're in.
Are they in the Raw?
They're not in this Raw, but they will be in a Raw at some point. I'm swearing 1995 on early 96, he's Jeff Jarrett's roadie.
Awesome.
And he's just called the roadie.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
It's got some absolute crackers in it Raw early, like at this point.
That's awesome.
Right. Yeah, we better go as well.
Right then, I'll see you guys tomorrow then.
Yeah. All right, cheers.
Have a good night, guys.